The only thing Ginger is beating him on stat-wise is assists. SS the third only has 1 and Ginger has 4. Everything else, SS the third has 7 goals. Ginger Beerman has 2. SS the third has 7 saves. Ginger only has 6. And if you look at the stats per game, SS the third's is a lot lower than Ginger's on most of these categories. And so that shows that he's shown a huge improvement in the last week or so. And so I'm really going to be keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, it's cool to see. Like we talked about before, these low-level players playing with like really high-level players grow so fast, including yourself. What is cool. And now we do have you can be main commentator tonight.
All right, we're starting off game 1
with the goal.
Wow, very quick goal from Danny Land. They are back with the Wizard Hat Octanes, and Danny Land's coming in. It's like, oh, you guys wanted to play some Rocket League? Let's play some Rocket League. Unfortunate little mishap there from Randomize. Man, I totally missed that. We were talking about other stuff.
No, yeah, no, for sure. So that was a definite huge error on Nola's part, honestly. Are they gonna be able to do it? Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I called it. High scoring game. 2 goals in 10 seconds. I definitely called it there.
Oh man, what a call! We have the other 2 teammates both going for boost. Kind of a risky play.
I really always call. He does have the salt banner, of course he does. I want it. That's okay.
All right. That was a quick tie-up. It's basically 0-0 now. It's the game. With almost another kickoff goal almost going right in. We need some defense on the year, okay?
Yeah, really. It's been really lacking this the first 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trying to figure out what to do with it. Mr. Nolanova, now a Mysticat, coming through and Randomized, putting it right in again. Wow. That is 3 goals in 30 seconds for game 1.
Are these teams warmed up? What's going on? Are they communicating? Like where's the rotation there? That's not even the defender's fault. That's whoever was up in front not rotating back. That's their fault. I don't even know who it was, honestly.
Right. All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out what these teams are doing because they're scoring so few, so often. And we got already a little bit more pressure on the Mysticats. Random sending it right down over Danny. Ooh, not quite over Danny, over Ginger. But no one's really up there to help out Danny. Danny kind of pulls back, and SS the third kind of sitting in the same place there. That was not very good positioning. And he's going through randomized, misses the aerial.
Elite strats.
Yeah, got those pro fakes going on right there. You can see Random's really pulling out the elite tactics. Good little block by Ginger there. Or no, Danny Land, sorry. They're the same car. I'm going to do that all night. Colonel Mustard going up for a nice little redirect that would have been on. Then Ginger coming in for the save, though. It was just a bit too slow. Still a very good shot from Colonel Mustard.
Good little setup there.
Across. Yep. Already we're seeing not a ton of possession, except for those really long passes, trying to get over the lower level players. Danny Land, you see sitting in the goal over there. This is the third, not really sure what he's doing there. Danny getting the clear once again. Random trying to send it right back, but unable to make contact with the ball. Here we have a really scary moment with Danny on the ball. Luckily, they were able to contest him and get him to lose possession of the ball, but it goes right back. And then nice little bump right to Random to get it back on the blue side. And already we're seeing a lot more pressure. The rampant goaling has somewhat slowed down with Mysticats holding the lead, and we're just passing the 3-minute mark in game number 1, everybody. Randomized, a little bit of miscommunication between Nola and Randomized. I don't think Random told Nova that he still had control of the ball. Into a little bit of confusion there.
This could be messy.
Oh, Random's there.
What is he doing?
Right
what is Random? Random really needed to turn around there, put ball came back on, and pay attention to where people were. Because with that kind of situation, that's Nola not calling it out, but Random should have turned around immediately the second that he realized he didn't get called out.
I think that was a little bit of an awareness issue. I don't think Randomized realized that Danny had gotten the ball over both Nola and Colonel Mustard, and so he didn't think that he needed to turn around that quickly.
And that's where the high-level play comes in, actually listening. You need to be able to hear when contact is made, and Danny Land actually missing the shot.
Ooh, that was probably the easiest shot of his life. Unfortunate little miss there, but we are tied up at the halfway point. Danny Land trying to get control over the ball. Pulling off for boost. SS the third seemed to have had that. Unfortunate miss by Nova, and a very nice hit by Danny Land. Randomized, not able to get that clear on. Danny just got to the ball faster.
I think it was that. It's just, yeah, we just had a mistouch there. It looks like from Nola, unfortunately. I mentioned earlier. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned it earlier. Just touch the ball, it screws it. But they're really hard defensive plays, and unless you're 100% comfortable on the goal, a lot of times you're not going to get it. Defensive training, like I know Austin and I've talked about it quite a bit. Defense wins championships.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We have Dandelion coming with a nice lead direct. Unfortunately, it is not on, and it is very slow. Colonel Mustard gets a very nice little clear, but it goes right back to SS the third. We need to see a lot more possession being taken instead of just booming it right back down to the other end. Colonel Mustard with a nice little touch there. SS the third, though, coming right in with a nice little touch going to the side. Would have centered it out for his team if they were there.
Ooh, good interference there.
By Ren. Randomize unable to make the save again. That's what the second or third save that Randomize has missed so far.
That's the second one that was just not. Yeah, he had poor situation awareness. He just wasn't sure what was going on. That's the thing with threes. It's a very, very fast play. You got to be able to realize, oh, I got to go up in a second. So it's kind of outpacing a little bit there, and nerves get to it, and you get the excitement, and you get the adrenaline going. It's really hard to make that right call.
Then we have finally a save on Mysticats' side, but it is a minute 30 left, 2-4. Mysticats really need to put on some pressure here. Dandelion getting it over. Do we have an open net right now?
Yeah, we did.
The camera in director mode. Luckily, Randomize gets possession back in that. SS the third, sending it right back towards the goal, though. Nice touch by Colonel Mustard, though, sending it right back down.
Colonel Mustard's ball chasing right now, though.
Yeah, that was definitely some miscommunication there. You saw Randomize and Colonel Mustard, both the strikers and the setup players, going to set up the ball. Not really the best play here. You can see they're getting a little bit panicked here as we have 1 minute remaining. Nice save by Colonel Mustard, though. It was a little bit of a slow ball, but it was still a beautiful save as well. This is third, flipping it over. It looked like Ginger, his own player, sending it right to Dandelion, though. This is a scary position for Random to be in. He can't really do much here. Good thing he got Nova there in the goal, though. He's been really good on defense these past few weeks. Doing a really good wall hit. Unfortunately, it was right towards the two defenders, Dandelion and Ninja Jinja. Danny, you don't want him to have possession of the ball like this for very long. Able to send it through right to Randomize. Oh, with a nice block by Ginger. Then an even better clear from Colonel Mustard. That would be on, but you see Danny right there trying to take control of the ball. Probably hit it a little bit harder than he wanted to.
Or he's all over the place right now. All three of them kind of went up for it, went up to think for a good play. Ninja's just going to drive us in, but Colonel does get around and actually get the ball there. That is going to be it for game one.
Yeah, and that leaves SDG with the first win. They have not done this, by the way, except for when they faced Lemsox, and that is the first one they lost. Are we going to see a reverse sweep?
We'll see. If Mysticats plays like they just did, no way. It's going to be over quick. I know at the beginning of that match, you definitely saw really fast goals. The first two goals, I think even three, were scored in the first minute. From there, Dandelion just kind of did what he does best. You got to have Randomized not being able to move fast enough and not communicate well enough with Nola and Colonel. Missing a couple saves. There are actually two of them there. You actually have very low save count across both teams. Only 3 saves. Mysticat, actually only 1 save for SDG. So you really just didn't have any shots going on for Mysticats onto SDG. Mysticats, what they're doing is booming it really long. Like you saw, like you mentioned, how Colonel had a really good send across, like a really good boom way to send it over. He sent it right to Dandelion, so that's great to get in the other teams field in a 2v2 setting. In a 3v3, you don't want to boom it so much unless you can get it all the way down to the backboard and go for a center. In 3v3, it's much faster play, so you definitely have to consider that. In 2v2, that would have been great. So we'll hopefully be able to see Mysticats really mix up their gameplay, but only one way to find out. I guess we're going to go ahead and find out in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to me about like some of the individual stats here. I'm updating the stat card as we speak right now. But tell me what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, Dandelion, what he does best. He's a very, very strong striker. He tried to go for some cool double touches that have been some nutty angles, but he just didn't get them. But you definitely just, for stats, you see a lack of goals right now for Mysticats. You really, really need to start putting more shots on. SS the third, not really doing a whole lot last game. Same with Nola. I definitely think we need to see more from the whole team plays all together. But right now, we do have Random who can be able to go up for an interesting center. He's out of boost, though. Gives up entirely, but does steal the boost there, kind of stopping Dandelion from having anything. We do have now Nola actually get a decent clear over. No one's there to follow it. Ninja's just going to waste a whole lot of boost there. Daniel does get it over into the corner. Randomize going to play with it. As is the third, winning the 50-50. Kind of to be able to nice setup for Daniel. But we do have Nola actually getting over, but Jinja's right there to meet it. We've talked about it a couple times, getting decent clears, but what they're doing is what blue team, what actually SDG is doing. In soccer, it's called the centerline trap. I don't know if you're familiar with soccer at all. Basically, kind of having that defender stay up really high in the defensive setting, so they can kind of intercept the ball right away and just send it right back across. Keep that pressure on. That is exactly what they're doing right now.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some really aggressive rotations. Almost a really beautiful shot by Ginger.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Goes just a little bit wide. Randomize trying to keep possession down. No one's really there to take that pass, though. I feel like Colonel Mustard really should have gone up to move that, if not Nova, but he was already across on the other side.
In a 3 setting, that was a fantastic cross to kind of go for a power shot. But like you said, there's just no one there to intercept the pass. I think that the Mysticats just need to play threes a little bit more. I know Nola doesn't get to get on very often. They really need to be able to communicate a little bit better. This really depends on the situation. 3v3 and 2v2 are very different formats, and it kind of seems like they're playing more of that 2v2 format right now. Really nice shot, though. It is going to go a little high from Randomize. Really nice deep touch is exactly what they needed. Great shot across.
Nova.
Really, no, that was beautiful. That was
what a flick.
Sexy shot. Yeah, no, it wasn't a flick, but it was just a really good shot. You can kind of watch it come across right here. Boom. So a flick is when the ball's on top of your car and you be able to get across. He just kind of double jumped into it to get a really good angle. He put it where the defender could get it to the least. Really smart play there.
Yep. And I want to see some more shots from Mysticats. You know, Random's going up for these like really fancy, really hard to block shots, but at the same time, just aggressively rotating and putting shot after shot after shot pretty much does the same thing. And you can definitely see that with SDG. Although they don't have any goals anymore, they have 4 shots already at the 2-minute mark. They have 4 shots, whereas Mysticats only has 1, and it was that 1 goal from Nova.
Yeah, actually, they're all misses. None of them are really defensive plays from Mysticats. They're all just misses. Their shot accuracy is a little bit weaker. Crow's going to go for this. Oh, if he got the touch, that would have been incredible. That would have been really impressive.
Beautiful flick over Ginger right there.
But Daylan is the exact same thing. Daylan's good at really getting across, kind of getting more of that creative center. He plays once. You could definitely tell. So we do have Daylan going all the way downtown. Going to put it in. Not just a miscommunication. It is a misread from Mysticats there. You can kind of see he's like, oh, I can put this on that easy. And Orange is a little bit overextended there. Both of them try to run in. Basically, Nola should have been more on in that point of view on the right side, be able to come a little bit further. Again, that's kind of rotation, the lack of rotation. That front man that's up, not coming back after a more offensive play.
Ooh, Colonel Mustard probably could have put in a shot there. Unfortunately, it does not connect. Mustard getting a nice little center there, but it's going towards
open net,
towards the 3 defenders. Yeah, that's one thing. If you shoot to all 3 defenders and all 3 of them go for the ball, that leaves definitely an opening if they don't get a solid clear.
Good try, Colonel. Good try. Oh, try to go for a little bit lower shot, but Ninja's like, nah, I can read those in my sleep.
Yep. And not the best shot from Nola Nova, unfortunately. Ginger only just puts it right into the corner where he probably could have put a shot on goal. What a block against Daniel. Daniel is like, hey, I got this, guys. And 2 defenders are like, nuh-uh.
Ooh, good shot. Just good team play from SDG altogether. I personally play them next. I'm definitely a little worried. They're definitely really strong. They're playing very, very well tonight. And it's very intimidating to see. Yeah. They're putting so many shots on. And then that's something my team has struggled with in the past is getting that defensive play. So that's something Mysticats as well. So that honestly, I think that's all the teams being able to kind of stop the SDG offense is the whole thing here. Like we've brought up a bunch of times now. Defense wins championships.
Oh, what a good block by Danny sending it down the field. He's gonna go for a double touch. It is on. Ooh, it's not quite on actually. Randomizes there to make the clear though. Right towards Ginger, towards Colonel Mustard. Gonna try to keep possession of this ball. He really needs to.
Oh, he could have gone for a shot there, but actually gets a pretty weak hit on it.
Yeah, better. If he wasn't confident in the shot, maybe just trying to keep it and get ready, ready their team for a shot on goal. Because when you're facing SDG, it's all about tricking the defense. You know, if Danny Land is there, he's going to make the block. And if Ginger and SS the Third, they're usually pretty good about making saves themselves. You have to trick them into leaving the goal. And that's where the aggressive rotating comes in. We haven't really seen a ton of pressure from Mysticats this game.
Really, really good center from Random. Just no one was there to kind of finish it off. Honestly, that was beautiful. It was really, really well executed. So you can kind of like tricking them. In terms of Rocket League, it's called baiting. To got it. It's used a lot of ones and a lot more like just like you talk about getting that defender out of net and kind of pushing them up to a point where they're not able to do anything. So that's exactly what you need to do with SDG. Kind of get Fox out of that's like get Ginger out of there, and then definitely get Dalen out of there as well.
So close.
Barely missed the shot there from Random.
Really needed that shot with 20 seconds left. SDG still has the lead. Colonel Mustard trying to desperately send it right back down. Unfortunate little touch by SS the third, then followed by another unfortunate touch by Nova.
Yeah, that'll be it.
That is going to be game.
Unless we have a miracle pull off right now, he's got to get a crazy pop up. He has no boost. Yeah, that'll be it.
Desperately trying to keep it in the air.
GG's.
Oh, Colonel Mustard was so close. And that is a 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, that was very, very, very impressive work by SDG there. So I definitely know we're gonna try to get randomized in here now, just so I personally can go warm up with my team. But yeah, really, really good, just play all around. As SDG just kind of killing it today. They're on fire.
Absolutely.